Today we have the Titanium True Utility Multi-Tool, and I talked about this some time ago, but I finally decided to buy one. This is now, as of tonight, I believe it's down to $30 on Amazon, but it may very quickly go back up to $50. Now, this is an interesting tool. I like several of the design features. It is a spring-loaded multi-tool. And then we also have, it looks like, a crimper at the end, a wire cutter. And you will notice that at the end, the plier tip doesn't meet just the greatest, but it does seem to meet fair enough to be used, probably like tweezers. So, and yes, you can, it feels like you could definitely pull hair with it. Now, as far as the crimper, I'm actually more of a fan of a crimper down here, but I guess I shouldn't complain. I feel like you're not able to get as much power up top, and I prefer when Gerber or Leatherman actually put them down there. All right, and the one other thing I wanted to mention is this definitely does feel a little gritty. So when you get this out of the box, don't be surprised if there's metal shavings or it feels like metal shavings. It does feel like a nice tool out of the box, but it does seem to have some of that cheap feel to it as well. Otherwise, it does have a fairly light feel to it. Now, when it says titanium, that means it's just spray-coated titanium look. It's not actually titanium material. But even so, it does feel in the about 7-8 ounce category, I would say, somewhere around there. And then you do have this pocket clip as well. And I did use it, and it does seem to work okay. I was concerned with it being so slimline that it would be an issue, but it actually doesn't seem to be. Now, they do have this thumb stud for the knife, and you can't open it one-handed. It's not very smooth. But I do like how the knife is a little bit thicker than some other multi-tools of similar size and category. So actually the Gerber Suspension NXT, I feel like that knife blade is a little bit small, and some of SOG's as well. Where this one I feel like might be a little bit thicker, just a hair thicker, and I do appreciate that. Now these are locking tools, so these will lock sort of like the Baron Sons multi-tools do, where you press down on a lever and it unlocks it. And then this tool in the middle, we have the awl, and this has the little blade at the end. And then I don't think I'd really call that a sewing eyelet, but you do have, it looks like a bottle cap lifter as well. So you do have this almost arrowhead shape pointed tool. And then on the far implement is the saw, and that actually doesn't look too bad. It seems to have fairly aggressive teeth, but there you have it. And then on the other side is actually the tool that made me purchase this multi-tool. You don't always find 1/4 inch bit drivers on multi-tools, so I was fascinated with this. And this is definitely a unique design. It's got a magnet in there, and then it's actually an open design, and then you store your second bit on the end, and it butts up against that magnet and keeps that in play. So this is a fairly dense piece of metal. Now, the one thing that I'm concerned about is that this is essentially 3CR, I think, is the metal with this. That's what they advertise this as. 3CR13, the handle is 2CR13. So this is not extremely heavy-duty material, but it does feel like it would take some light abuse. So this won't be a heavy-duty multi-tool, but it does seem to be a fairly pocketable multi-tool and pretty slimline as well. So that is nice. Let's go ahead and bring in one of the Leatherman. So let's see which one I've gotten right here. This is actually the Leatherman bolster. So this is around a Leatherman Rev size. So you can see that this multi-tool is fairly compact. It's almost the same size as like a Leatherman Rev. but yet you do have the 1/4 inch bit driver in there as well. At $50, I think that might be pretty overpriced, but at $30, I think that's actually a decent deal. If you just want something for around the house and you realize that the pliers may be a little bit gritty, knife blade probably will lose its sharpness pretty quick, but you get what you pay for sometimes. You do have this paracord holder as well, or a place where you could use the lanyard hole, rather, is what I meant. So overall, I actually like this tool. For $30, I'm happy that I got it for that. But again, for $50, probably a tad too pricey. All right, I'll see you in the next video.